Alright, sorry about that. Anywho, I am now back. And I have my needle and a scissors. And I'm going to start by getting this body stitched to go under here. And get the body stitched on. And we want our eyes looking forward. A couple stitches in here before I stick that arm on there. Alrighty. And you just stitch it. And you want to get that arm up there, so you want to go through the arm and through the head there. Get that head up in there. Doo 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 doo. Oop, I lost my string. Come on now. I can't hold on to anything, I tell you. I don't know why I get the dropsies when I do these videos. Maybe it's because I'm nervous, I don't know. Silly. Silly, silly, silly. Get that sewn in there. Okay. Got one arm on. Hopefully the head is on straight. Her eyeballs are on straight, right? Okay. Alrighty. Now we're going to get that arm, the other arm in there. I always try to. Cooperation here. One more stitch in here. I think I'm going to put a little bit more stuffing in her head. I'm not happy with the... I don't think the head is as stuffed as I'd like it to be. And that's what's nice about this. You can like put more stuffing in if you're not happy with it. Make her head look more like a head. Alright, now we're going to get this arm in there. So make sure when you're sewing this that you're getting through the arm and through the body and then up into the head there. It can become a pain in the butt. But wrestling with it should help a little bit. That arm still isn't where I want it. I'll have to go back and stitch that up a little bit. I missed a part there. Don't know why, but I did. To go back over that one. And you just... And if you still want to stuff some more yarn, some more stuffing in there, you can still do that on the back here. Or if one of your arms is a little loose, you can go back over that. Like that one is kind of not totally... Oh, it's not totally got it all. Oh my goodness. I'm going to have to redo her arm. This one I got all the way. And this one I didn't. Shame on me. It's okay though. I got enough string to get through that. But you're a little bit more yet. And I got enough string for that. So. Oops. All right. Then you just stitch around and do a loop through. Try to do, like, when you get to the end, try to get it through one more time, but I don't think I'm going to be able to. See, I might. Nope. That's okay though. This is going to be my daughter's toy anyway, so. Alright. Now we still have some stuff to finish on her yet. So we need to get some stuff done here yet. We need to make her a bra. Well, bikini top or whatever. And I just... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10... I think we'll just do her whole entire girth. Alrighty then. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We'll do 12, 11, 12, 13. Okay, I have 13 stitches here. And you're going to want to start in the first one. And, well, let's see, let's do... I think we're just going to do a whole top, halter top, which is a lot easier. Okay. Do 12 single crochet in your, one in each stitch. So there should be 12 stitches there. I should really plan this out better. Couple of those. I'm thinking about doing 3 rows of 12 and then decreasing that one. I'll see in a second. Well, at least you now know my creative process. Okay, yep. I'll do one more row of that. And then we're going to do 3 rows of 12. Single crochet in each stitch. Okay, in the 4th row you want to decrease. Decrease at the beginning and at the end. So you'll end up with 10 stitches. And in the next row, fifth row, you're going to want to decrease also, and then you should end up with 8. Again, decrease in the first and the last one. Oh, last 2 or whatever. And then you should end up with 6. You should have 6 stitches. Awesome sauce. Okay. And then we're just going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think that'll be enough to... Yep. Do 10. Chain 10 at the end of that one. And then take it to the back and just stitch her on. We're gonna leave the string back there. That way we'll just tie it like that. Then go over to the other side, and you want to join in single crochet 10 on that side also. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then attach it to the last stitch there. We'll see how it goes. Have to tuck in some strings, but we'll worry about tucking it in later. But we will tie the bottom with the loose ends. Ta-da! And we'll worry about tucking strings in later. All right. Perfect. Okay, now we need to do the fin, and I'm just gonna chain 4 and then do 3 single crochets in, well, 1 single crochet in each of the stitches, and then we're just gonna increase as we go to make the fin, the tail a little bit bigger. So chain 1, well, chain 2 and turn, well no, chain 1, I don't know what I'm thinking. Chain 1, and in the first and last stitch do 2 single crochets in those. So that one, and then a single crochet in the middle, and then 2 single crochets on the end. And again, until you get the tail the way, as big as you would like it. So you're increasing. until you get the tail where you are happy with the size. And of course, you have to tuck strings in, so you have to make sure you tuck strings in later. So this is the 6th row I'm on, and in the next row I am not going to add stitches. I'm just going to stitch 2 more, single crochet 2 more rows. To give the tail some length. And you can make this tail thicker if you like, to make it look a little more. It's all up to you. Sorry if I'm going out of screen again. I apologize about that. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. And I should have, this should be my 8th row. And then I will be attaching the tail. You can also attach, you know, crochet off the doll if you want. You know, you can like crochet the tail off the doll instead of doing it separately. That's all up to you. Because you're going to have to attach it either way, so. Now she will have a tail as soon as I get it attached. And I'm, instead of sewing it on, I think I'm just going to crochet it on. You can sew it or crochet it. I'm just going to crochet it on. Ooh. Come on here. And like I said, make sure you tuck in all your strings and all that stuff when you're done with yours. Finish off. And now she has a tail. After we tuck all the strings in, it'll look a lot better. So, okay, now for her head. You can either cut string the color of your choice. You can cut the string to like a certain length, to like that, and then, hang on, I'll just show you. Okay, you can do it. You can do it directly to the doll's head, wherever you want to start. You can put the hair in like this. Okay, and then you just, depending on which way you go, you can go this way or that way, whatever. Okay, you can do it that way, like that, with attaching the hair. I don't like to do that because sometimes the pink shows through if I miss a spot. So what I do is I crochet like a cap for the doll. Okay, and then I sew it to the doll's head, and then I add the hair later. So we just chain 2 and then, hang on here. And I just start crocheting like a doll cap. Okay, and I make it the length I want it. And let's see, let's do 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's do 5 or 6. It doesn't matter how many you put in here. You can also use the magic circle if you want. But no one's going to see this hat because it's going to be covered with hair. Okay, once you stitch it onto the doll, no one's going to know. So just do a simple, like the way we did the head before in the other video. You just start crocheting around. And I can do a whole separate video on how to do wigs and stuff too later. So I just want you to get the gist of it. Make a quick little hat. Pretty much what you're doing. You're making a hat. But it's not going to be, you're going to sew it on, so you can't take the hat off once the hat is on. Okay, and then you don't have to count how many stitches or whatever. You just, whatever, as long as it becomes a circle and fits the doll's head. And you just want to make it like a hat. I'll have to do a video on that. And you can check it to make sure it fits the doll's head as you go. So it's just round and round, pretty much. And you have to add stitches every so often. If you have too many, you can either take it out or you can decrease it. It's all up to you. This particular doll is going to my daughter, so she's been asking for one for a while. She doesn't know it's for her though yet, because her birthday's in December, so I'm going to have to hide it for a while. I mean, she knows I'm making it, but what I like to do with this is make sure that it's offset, so it's like higher, and then you pretty much just go round and round and make yourself dizzy. Woohoo! And no one sees this part. The reason why I do it is because otherwise you might see the pink, and we don't, if you miss a spot, you might see the pink, and we don't want to see the pink doll's head. We want to see purple. So when you have, if you dress the hair a certain way, or if the hair is done differently, you can, it's not seen. And I've done other dolls like this. One of the dolls I actually gave to someone, she had a liver transplant not long ago, and I gave her the doll. Well, my best friend said she was going to visit me, and not the one that watches these videos all the time. But my other best friend, she lives a distance away from me. She's been promising to come see me. Last time I heard, she was going to come see me at Oktoberfest that we have here in Rivers, and she didn't show. And then she said later that she had something came up, she didn't have enough time, which was fine. But last Friday, she said she was coming, and then she didn't show at all. It's kind of a, well, I don't know what to think. I haven't seen her in quite some time, so we really don't talk that much anymore. We used to be best friends in high school. But it happens. I mean, it happens. But her daughter got one of the other dolls I had made. I don't know if I showed that one or not. Maybe it did, maybe I didn't. But the mermaid I sold at the farmer's market the first day I went to the farmer's market, which was really cool. I should really make more of these because obviously they're popular. Let's see. Well, that's what I do. Just keep checking it until I'm happy where I want it to be. Right now you guys are like, stop taking it out of the screen. I want to see what you're doing. I'm just crocheting. Like I said, I'm just crocheting a circle pretty much. And this one doesn't really matter. It can be a little sloppy. No one's going to notice it. So, because like I said, you're going to put the hair in it. So just as long as you keep going. Eventually you're going to want to like stop certain places and like not do certain areas because you want it to. I'll show you in a second. Like I said, no one's going to see this part because you're going to sew this to the doll's head. Okay. I'm happy with that part. So here's where you want to decide how far you're gonna go for the forehead of the doll, because you kind of want to make sides coming down. So, and I kind of want right a little bit yet. I got a couple more stitches to make that I want. Ori. So I'm thinking about right there. Okay. Now you want to, if that's what you want to do, you want to leave a space for the front of the face where you don't want the hair to be. And then you just go back on your stitches. You can mark this with yarn, or you can mark it with crocheting markers, which I should have up on my website, which I don't right now. I'm probably going to put those up pretty soon. I have some that I've made for crocheting. I just haven't, I'm behind on that shop. I know I am. There's a lot of things that I should have up, like those diaper covers that you've seen in some of my other videos. All right. Now you want to turn again, and then depending on how you feel about it, you can decrease now or leave it be or whatever you want. But I wanted a little bit longer in the back, so it's going to fit on her head like that. But like I said, no one's going to notice, so don't worry about it right now. And I'm probably going to put a couple more rows in here yet. So it comes down the side a little bit. I'm probably going to put about, after this row, I'm probably going to put about 2 more rows in, and then I'm going to sew it to her head, and then I'll talk about the wig part here. But you want to make sure you give yourself enough tail to sew this hat onto her head, because this is her wig part. Okay. I find it easier to do the hair with the wig on her head already. You may find it easier to do it in other ways. That's your decision. But this is just to cover the majority of her scalp. Alright, I'm going to be on my last row now here. And you can make your wig longer or shorter. I mean, this piece if you want. Same with the hair, you can make them longer or shorter. What I like to do is cut the hair to the same length and then trim it later, or it all depends. Sometimes I don't trim it at all. Okay, so almost there. But she wanted a mermaid with purple hair. And it doesn't matter if you make the hair purple, but the wig has to be this part has to be the same color as the hair color you want. Otherwise it may look kind of weird. Give yourself enough string so you can sew down the hat. I mean, the wig part here. Alright. So hopefully I have enough string. Most likely I do. And then you just decide where you want it. On her head. Once you put the hair on, you're not going to even see this, so... You just start sewing it down. Make sure you're getting it through to the doll's head, because if you're not, it will come off. And we really don't want her hair to come off. Once you get it on there, you don't want it coming off, unless you're unhappy with the way her hair looks and you want to change it or something. But you just want to make sure you're getting through to the underneath, so she does her hair, so it does not come off when a child plays with it or if you move it around, deciding on what you're going to do with it or whatever. And you just sew it down. Alright, so now we have her cap on, and you just want to slide through some stitches and then take that string and do one more, make sure it stays on there solidly. Okay. Now here's where you decide, I dropped the string. Here's when you decide where you want your part and that sort of thing. I like to start out here with the bangs. You can go straight in like this and just start doing your hair. Cutting it to the same length, I just take one piece and then I do the next and the next, and I just line them up with each other so they become the same length. Like this is how I do it. Measure it out and just, if it's a little uneven, well, that's alright. And then I just do a feel like that.